It is 3 p.m. in Los Angeles on a Friday. I'm DJ Dan Aykroyd, and it's time for the KXSC Live Show. We have an amazing artist in with us today. It's Asher Yelo. Here we go.
To say eye to eye, I felt you right away. Looking over Daydream teen cliche, that's us. Ooh, I caught immediately, unexplainably stuck and safe, picturing a future we can make. That's love. Ooh, this don't even feel right. Living love in real life. Wide awake and paralyzed. Oh, nobody can know me. Ooh, like the way you know me. Secrets for us only. Nobody can know me like the way you know me. I only saw you once. Now the walls will have your face on them. You say we look dumb, okay, so what? That's us. Ooh, pins inside my blood. Cutting deeply once is not enough. Yearning for a time, a place, a hug. That's love. Ooh, this don't even feel right. Living love in real life. Wide awake and paralyzed. Oh, nobody can know me. Ooh, like the way you know me. Ooh, secrets for us only. Nobody can know me like the way you know me. Nobody can know me. No, no, no. Like the way you know me. No, no, no. Secrets for us only. Nobody can know me like the way you know me.
When we first moved here, we moved into the States when I was about 5.5.
Okay.
And I was homeschooled for the first 5 years, essentially, of my life here. Hence why I was able to retain my accent, because I was around my parents the whole time. And I adored Lego. I love Lego.
Yeah.
I still love Lego. If you ever go on my Instagram or whatever, you see them all over the place. And funny enough, there was one day where I was just, I went on my mum's laptop and I went onto GarageBand. And I don't know if you know the layout of GarageBand, but they essentially just have a whole bank of loops and sounds that you can just drag and drop. And I was like, oh my gosh, making a song is like building Lego, because you're just piecing things on top of each other to make something. And so that's kind of what my mentality was to approaching music. And I think that's definitely because of the technology that was offered to me. But yeah, that's kind of how I found production indirectly, is the mentality of just building, and then started building songs.
And what artists were you listening to growing up that kind of piqued that interest?
Well, the funny thing is, I actually was listening to dance music, primarily. That was what I was listening to, because, I mean, it's all production heavy. And there was barely, and in 2014 through 16, it was primarily just instruments and not many voices. And then, it started getting into the pop scene once people started introducing it. But, I was listening to Hardwell. I was very into Avicii, Martin Garrix, all these incredible producers who made these incredible dance records. And so I was really drawing inspiration from them for a while, yeah.
The first thing I need to know is how old you are.
I'm 20.
Okay. Are you in university, as they say?
No, I'm not actually. So right after high school, I went straight into music, actually. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That always reminds me of, like, in Homecoming, like Beyonce's Coachella. She's like, Destiny's Child was my college.
Yeah,
like, so you're living her life.
Yes, no, life is my college at the moment.
Yeah, amazing. So is it like a full-time schedule? Are you like in the studio all day? Are you in LA? Or?
Yeah. I'm based out in LA. I'm actually in like the Valley. And yeah, it's for me, it's kind of what I choose because I'm an independent, but I'm signed with Quincy Jones Productions for management. And so they're on my team. My manager's right here, actually. And but for me, because I am blessed to have a lot of different skill sets and things, I'm always able to busy myself. So I'm a producer, singer, songwriter, all of that, but I also draw. I also, I'm figuring out marketing strategy. I'm taking a course and things like that.
Ooh.
And just like the whole thing, I also did modeling for a while. We can get into that as well.
Yeah, okay.
And art. So for me, like I'm drawing the cover art for the next singles, hint, hint, that are coming up, and working on all of the deliverables and things like that. So it's really why I make it, but I schedule out myself as much as I can. So when I was 15, funny enough, I was in church at the Easter service, and I was doing a reading for the congregation, and I was wearing my nice brown suit. I was all spiffed up, and at the time, my hair was tall, like it was really tall, and so I looked like I was 6'6", maybe. And funny enough, after the service, this lady comes up to me and is like, "Hey, do you model?" And I was like, "No, I don't." "Do you want to?" I was like, "Okay." And she apparently was a manager. It only happens in LA where you go to church and get a scout in the crowd. And so she was helping me out, just pitching me out to different agencies. And the second one that really wanted me was this agency called Next Models.
Oh yeah, never heard of that.
Yeah, they're very legit, and it was a lot of fun. And so I signed with them. And my first job that I ever booked was 2 runways for Dolce & Gabbana in Milan. I was like, okay. Getting thrown right into it. And so, I was 16 at the time and was flying out to do runways, which is wild.
Have you been doing any modeling recently?
Well, I mean, COVID's been a butt.
Yeah.
So not necessarily, but also the fact that, I have my artist stuff going on. It's more of a focus of if they can kind of align with each other, and so they complement each other, because, I want to be someone that is the artist who can model rather than the model that does music, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's just a matter of how to introduce that really well and how to do it. Because originally a lot of my followers, like on Instagram and other socials, came because of the modeling stuff. But through high school, transitioning into the music stuff, it's been really, really cool. So it's working so far.
I'd understand if we were broken. I'd understand if we were broke. Right now we're fine, but you feel hopeless. Don't make a reason just a joke. I love you even when you can't, and every time I hold your hand I see your soul inside of mine. And so I'm hoping that we grow old, reminisce about the past and still leave it all behind. So don't tell me you didn't feel a thing when we roamed free. We're still together, baby, dive in deep. Together we are complete. Oh, I understand that this is harder. Our lives are splitting different ways. And though I know you're pushing me out, I hope you understand my pain. I've never truly felt at home until I came across your heart, and now you're pulling mine in two. Oh, I don't mind hurting all that much, just as long as you are happy and your heart is true. Oh, but don't tell me you didn't feel a thing when we roamed free. We're still together, baby, diving deep. Together we are complete. Oh, we are complete. Oh, we are complete. Oh, we are complete. Oh, we are complete. And I long for you. I've never felt more like this. I'm in need of you, but you're letting go. Don't tell me you didn't feel a thing when we roamed free. We're still together, baby, diving deep. Together we are complete. Oh. But don't tell me you didn't feel a thing when we roamed free. We're still together, baby, diving deep. Together we are complete. Oh, 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 we are
Before I let you go, do you have anything coming up you want to plug?
Yes, definitely. So I'm actually in the midst of finalizing my next EP. Mm-hmm. It's called Mr. Misunderstood. I'm very excited about it.
Is that a KXSC exclusive, or has that been announced? It's an
exclusive. It hasn't been announced yet.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, no, very excited about this project. Because just in context of my previous music, Know Me was all about just kind of getting introduced to the world. And it was all to commemorate kind of the Afrobeat side of me, because I'm half Nigerian. And so I wanted to commemorate that side first. And so this project is very much pop. And just talking about kind of what it means to be a nice person in a really difficult world, and kind of the mental struggle of that, the spiritual struggle of that, and the emotional, just dealing with, how hard that is. And I know that there's a lot of people that can resonate with that, especially a lot of guys and a lot of girls as well. So I just wanted to highlight that. And so, very excited. It's going to be coming up in the next probably month and a half or so.
Mr. Misunderstood. Keep it on your radar. Thank you so much for coming in, Asher.
Thank you.
I hope traffic's not too bad on your way home.
Me too.